Chapter 30. Woe to apostate sons, the affirmation of Jehovah, to do counsel and not from me, and to spread out a covering and not of my spirit, so as to add sin to sin, who are walking to go down to Egypt, and my mouth have not asked, to be strong in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And the strength of Pharaoh hath been to you for shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt confusion. For in Zoan were his princes, and his messengers reach Hanes. All he made ashamed of a people that profit not, neither for help, not for profit, but for shame, and also for reproach, the burden of the beasts of the south. Into a land of adversity and distress, of young lion and of old lion, whence are viper and flying seraph. They carry on the shoulder of asses their wealth, and on the hump of camels their treasures, unto a people not profitable. Yea, Egyptians are vanity, and in vain do help. Therefore I have cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Now go in, write it on a tablet with them, and on a book engrave it, and it is for a latter day, for a witness unto the age, that a rebellious people is this, sons, liars, sons not willing to hear the law of Jehovah, who have said to seers, Ye do not see, and to prophets, Ye do not prophesy to us straightforward things. Speak to us smooth things. Prophesy deceits. Turn aside from the way. Decline from the path. Cause to cease from before us the Holy One of Israel. Therefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because of your kicking against this word, and ye trust in oppression and perverseness, and rely on it, therefore is this iniquity to you as a breach falling, swelled out in a wall set on high, whose destruction suddenly at an instant cometh. And he hath broken it as the breaking of the potter's bottle. Beaten down he doth not spare, nor is there found in its beating down a potsherd to take fire from the burning, and to draw out waters from a ditch. For thus said the Lord Jehovah, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest ye are saved, in keeping quiet and in confidence is your might, and ye have not been willing. And ye say, No, for on a horse we flee? Therefore ye flee, and on the swift we ride. Therefore swift are your pursuers. 1,000 because of the rebuke of one, because of the rebuke of 5 ye flee, till ye have been surely left as a pole on the top of the mountain, and as an ensign on the height. And therefore doth wait Jehovah to favor you, and therefore he is exalted to pity you. For a God of judgment is Jehovah. Oh, the blessedness of all waiting for him! For the people in Zion dwell in Jerusalem. Weep thou not, weeping, pitying. He pitieth thee at the voice of thy cry. When he heareth, he answereth thee. And the Lord hath given to you bread of adversity, and water of oppression, and thy directors remove no more. And thine eyes have seen thy directors, and thine ear heareth a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, go ye in it, when ye turn to the right, and when ye turn to the left. And ye have defiled the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ephod of thy molten image of gold. Thou scatterest them as a sickening thing. Go out, thou sayest to it. And he hath given rain for thy seed, with which thou dost sow the ground, and bread, the increase of the ground, and it hath been fat and plenteous. In joy do thy cattle in that day, an enlarged pasture. And the oxen and the young asses serving the ground, fermented provender do eat. That one is winnowing with shovel and fan. And there hath been on every high mount, and on every exalted hill, rivulets, streams of waters, in a day of much slaughter, in the falling of towers. And the light of the moon hath been as the light of the sun. And the light of the sun is sevenfold, as the light of 7 days, in the day of Jehovah's binding up the breach of his people, when the stroke of its wound he healeth. Lo, the name of Jehovah is coming from far. Burning is his anger, and great the flame. His lips have been full of indignation, and his tongue is as a devouring fire, and his breath is as an overflowing stream. Unto the neck it divideth, to sift nations with a sieve of vanity, and a bridle causing to err is on the jaws of the peoples. Singing is to you as in a night sanctified for a festival, and joy of heart as he who is going with a pipe, to go into the mountain of Jehovah, unto the rock of Israel. And cause to be heard hath Jehovah the honour of his voice, and the coming down of his arm he doth slew with a raging of anger, and the flame of a consuming fire, scattering, and inundation, and hailstone. For from the voice of Jehovah Broken down is Ashur, with a rod he smiteth. And every passage of the settled staff, that Jehovah causeth to rest on him, hath been with tabrets, and with harps, and in battles of shaking he hath fought with it. For arranged from former time is Tophet, even it for the king is prepared. He hath made deep, he hath made large. Its pile is fire and much wood. The breath of Jehovah, as a stream of brimstone, is burning in it.